August the 24th, 2016. Guys, we got to the Mississippi Coliseum a couple hours early. Just kind of want to walk around and check it out. We've seen dozens of the rallies on Right Side Broadcasting. We always link to those. But I just wanted to kind of get the real feel. And this place got packed. There was probably at this point maybe 5,000. It's hard to see way up in the upper tiers, but I've been in this Coliseum for my whole life, watching concerts when I was growing up. But the floor got packed, all the seats got packed. Now the ends were not open, maybe for security, but I've seen that before in concerts also. But I would estimate about 10,000 people were there. And what I'm doing, I just came in a couple hours early and walking up to the press booth. In the bottom section there, you'll see a lot of reporters with their laptops. And then up on the platform, you see where Donald always points to and gets on the press for not turning the cameras. Everybody except, make a point, Right Side Broadcasting. Now, the front camera there happened to be NBC. I got to talking to the guy there because he had a Weather Channel hat on. He said, well, NBC bought the Weather Channel out. So anyway, then I noticed this was Major Garrett over there. And really, he's become a lot more fair on his reporting, as many other reporters have. And he's even hosted some of the debates. There you saw one of the BP Earthwatch hats, which Major Garrett ended up getting. But he caught my attention, and so I kind of started filming him. And I looked; he was about to have to go back and starting the reporting. I knew he didn't have much time. But he turned around, and I noticed he was also pulled his cell phone out and started filming too. Now, guys, I've got good cameras, but you couldn't bring them in. You could only bring a cell phone, and you couldn't even bring a selfie stick to try to get some type of stabilization in your image. So it's live. Take it for what it is. I'm going to put this together. Then I'm going to skip for a couple hours and go to where Donald Trump is introducing Nigel Farage from the UK. But I walk up to Major Garrett, and he walks up to me and he says, what's your name? And I introduce myself, and I had a couple of extra hats with me, and I said, you want a hat? And he said, yeah. And he took it, and then that gave me I took the camera down out of his face out of respect. I just wanted to, kind of not put him in the celebrity spotlight. But he took the hat, and it gave me the time to explain what it was, because he said, well, what is BP Earthwatch? Well, I said, check it out, Major. And so we try to do honest reporting. It's not as biased as some of the mainstream, but I said, I noticed that you kind of really lightened up and kind of starting to pay attention to what's going on. So he got one of the two hats that I took with me. And I'm going to go over to the part now where I can cut it in live. And then the next section you'll see was after the Coliseum there in Jackson filled up. And at that point, guys, I'll switch and go to a couple hours later when the Coliseum was full, and Donald Trump is introducing Nigel Farage from Great Britain. Guys, it was perfect. It was exactly what I expected, and it's kind of it was an emotional speech, because we watched, and if you've been with my channel for a while, we watched Brexit. We were behind it. Guys, you in the UK that watch our channel, you know it. And we showed some excellent speeches by Nigel, really straightening out the European Union. But we're going to switch to that. Guys, enjoyed it. It's very raw. We couldn't have tripods again, any way to stabilize anything, and there's a lot of crowd movement. Just enjoy it. That's the way it was live. Heads up.
What's your name? Jesse Walker.
Hi, Jesse. Major Garrett.
I know you. I watch you all the time. Thank you for the coverage. Look. Have a hat.
Hillary Clinton has betrayed her duty to the people. November 8th is our chance to redeclare American independence. This is a great honor for me. I am going right now to invite onto the stage the man behind Brexit, and a man who led brilliantly the United Kingdom Independence Party in this fight and won despite all odds. despite horrible name-calling, despite so many obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Farage.
Go Brexit.
Well, thank you. Good evening, Mississippi. I come to you from the United Kingdom with a message of hope and a message of optimism. It's a message that says if the little people, if the real people, if the ordinary decent people are prepared to stand up and fight for what they believe in, we can overcome the big banks. We can overcome the big banks. And we did it. We made June the 23rd our Independence Day when we smashed the establishment. And we did it. Everybody said we'd lose. And what did we see? We saw experts from all over the world. We saw the International Monetary Fund. We saw Moody's. We saw Standard & Poor's. We saw global leaders giving us Project Fear, telling us that if we voted not to be run by a bunch of unelected old men in Brussels. Yeah, well, it's okay. They don't like me either, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But they told us our economy would fall off a cliff. They told us there'd be mass unemployment. They told us investment would leave our country. And David Cameron, then our Prime Minister, but no longer, told us we might even get World War III. And we saw the commentariat and we saw the polling industry doing everything they could to demoralise our campaign. On the day of the vote itself, that morning, they put us 10 points behind. And actually, they were all wrong. And they were wrong because what the Brexit campaign did is we reached those people who've been let down by modern global corporatism. We reached those people. We reached those people who have never voted in their lives but believe by going out and voting for Brexit, they could take back control of their country, take back control of their borders, and get back their pride and self-respect. Now the big card the Prime Minister decided to play in the referendum is he got a foreign visitor to come to London to talk to us. Yes, we were visited by one Barack Obama. And he talked down to us. He treated us as if we were nothing. One of the oldest functioning democracies in the world. And here he was telling us to vote and remain. So I, having criticised and condemned his behaviour, I could not possibly tell you how you should vote in this election. But but I will say this, if I was an American citizen, I wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton if you paid me.